Hello Libra, welcome to your love forecast for the second half of March from the 16th all the way through the 31st. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout this reading and take from it as always what makes sense for you. So for the first half of your reading this time around, this is focusing on the divine masculine. The second half, the extended, which will be available on my Patreon page, will focus on the divine feminine perspective. So if this reading resonates with you, Libra, and if you want to watch part 2, I'd love to see you over on my Patreon side. That link, of course, will be down below. All right, so I'll be using these 3 decks, 3 of my self-created ones, the Heart and Soul Love Oracle, the Thinking Man Oracle, and the Words of Wisdom Real Talk with Him deck. Now, for all intents and purposes, however, of this reading, even though it says man and him, divine masculine energy can represent male or female. Okay, so let's get into it and take a look and see what it is that we need to know here. And we'll, of course, clarify everything with tarot. All right, so Libra, focusing on the masculine. Where is the masculine at when it comes to this love connection? Entering into the second half of March. We've got touching, those intimate moments. And then we have instinct coming through here. All right, so let me read through these cards. Touching, the attraction, the fire, the passion between us is undeniable. I want you, you want me. We have had this intensity right from the start. The way you kiss me, move me, make love to me. I remember the way we looked into each other's eyes, the sound of your breath, the taste of your kiss. Nobody will ever touch me the way you do. Nobody. So there's something pretty intense and magnetic about this connection. The chemistry, the sexual chemistry. And then we've got instinct. The stars instinctively know when it's time to come into alignment. It doesn't need to be manipulated and helped in any way. It just falls into place when it's meant to, just like you and I. So I kind of feel from the masculine standpoint that they really are just trusting the universe, the stars to align. If you guys truly are meant to find your way back into each other's lives, then it'll happen. So let's grab a card or 2 from the Thinking Man Oracle deck here. What is in the divine masculine's thoughts? What are they thinking? What do they need you to know right now, divine feminine? Oh my God, look at this. Will you marry me? Oh my. And bottom of the deck, you're the only fish in the sea for me. So this could be an indication that you're the only one that they want. Maybe they've experienced other partnerships and come to find out you are the only person that they really want to be with. So let me go ahead and grab a card from here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, focusing on the divine masculine's energy. So one final message from here, and then we'll clarify with some tarot. For Libra. All right, here we go. Sometimes what makes him a great lover has nothing to do with what goes on in the bedroom. It's what he does outside of it. And that's so true. You know, it's great to be able to have the sexual chemistry in the bedroom and to have this magnetic connection in that way. But it also has a lot to do with how they are outside of that environment. Whoa. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. And if you're not familiar with this deck, it's one that I created especially for advanced beginners wanting to learn how to read tarot. And it's got upright and reversed meanings. The twist here is that it also includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So it's definitely modern. It's not your typical traditional tarot. All right, Libra, divine masculine. What's up? What's up? Well, here's your own energy, Libra. Okay, divine masculine, King of Swords. Picking up off of air energy. I mean, typically the King of Swords can represent Aquarius, but in this particular reading, I'm picking up still that it's still referencing air energy. So I feel when it comes to the masculine, there's a part of them that really tries to not tap into their emotions too deeply, especially during this time apart, or that could have been the issue, you know, because sometimes the King of Swords can be a little bit on the cold side when it comes to their heart space. But it's also presenting itself here, Libra, when it comes to the masculine, that they feel like they have missed an opportunity to be able to spend a life with the divine feminine. And we've got more energy from air signs. Libra, of course, that's you. That's coming through here, the saber of air. It's time to clean house. Cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. It's time to move on and bring in some fresh air. So part of that message could be whatever that toxicity represents between the masculine and feminine. This could have resulted in a separation. Whatever that trash represents, it's time to get rid of it in order for you guys to really focus on coming back together. And maybe that's why this masculine is just kind of throwing it out into the universe. You know, they know this is a situation that cannot be manipulated. If it's truly meant to be, it will be. And Libra, you're coming through with your own justice card right here, facing the truth of the matter, gaining much needed clarity for you, divine masculine, to be able to see things clearly, okay, when it comes to this partnership with your feminine. And we've got this coming through. So the Five of Cups represents sadness and loss. And I feel that the masculine is definitely picking up off of that vibe. They're feeling disappointed by how things might have unfolded between the two of you. They have their own set of regrets over the fact that maybe they didn't show up for you. They didn't do outside of the bedroom what they really needed to do to show you that they are worthy of building a life with you, divine feminine, by way of marriage and a long-term commitment here. You know, so divine masculine seems to have some regrets over how things played out in the partnership, and they're grieving the loss of you. You know, the fact that you guys are not together, divine feminine. You're the only fish in the sea for them. And they really are thinking of long-term commitment by way of marriage. Okay, so that's where the masculine is at. And so let's go ahead and explore in part 2 the extended reading where the divine feminine is at in relation to what came through here. All right, Libra, so if you're interested in that, especially my divine feminines tuning in, again, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. That link is down below. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info as well is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Take care.